liberty and justice for all. All right, are there any adjustments to the agenda?
Yes, we would ask that item number 1 be scratched from the agenda due to conflicting schedules.
Okay. So that was the girls' basketball recognition, and we will catch them
Next time.
next time.
We'll probably add cross-country on there as well.
Oh, of course. That sounds good. Perfect.
Cross-country.
That'll work. We'll just swap one for the other. Cross country next time. Okay. Mrs. Fox, are you ready?
I am.
You're on.
You just want me to jump into
I
it?
was just-
Well, I would,
Go ahead.
Madam Chair,
Yeah.
if I could, to give Ms. Fox a little bit of introduction. I just have to sing her praises and give her some accolade. I came to her earlier this year, in the summer almost, and I said, what if we adjust the tech curriculum and do some announcements? And she was very open to the thinking, and she brought in some wonderful ideas. And we've been piecemealing this together, and she's done a phenomenal job of just pulling kids together, curriculum together, crafting an idea around what this should look like with really nothing. And what we have are 2 videos that we're hoping will grow and continue to grow, but we'll be posting these on our webpage. And we want to grow to the point where we're having them once a week or every 2 weeks, talking about the happenings in the building through the student's eyes. It's giving students a voice. We're working on communication skills, tech skills, much like Ms. Morales. They're like digital natives. They have great skills, something that I don't have. So I'm excited to show these to you. I watched them. I just am so proud of her work and what she's done. So
I can't take credit for that. I truly can't. These kids have done all the hard work. I have not done anything. They're working in a program called DaVinci, and it is a editing software. And Jace, literally, like he said, we didn't have a ton of stuff. We went to Jace and we said, we want to do this idea. What can we use? What do we have around that we can use? He pulled out an old camera that you guys used for the board meeting. So we have a camera. And then he gave me an old teacher computer and he put the software on there.
Wow.
So 2 things that we got right off the bat, and you'll notice our first video kind of shows that, right? Our second video, I feel like they came like really far. And I think we're gonna get better because we got a couple more things. We got some lapel mics, we got headphones. So the headphones we were using on the computer, they just weren't picking up the sound, and to get it lined up was a little hard for the kids. So we got some really nice headphones so they can pick up those little marks where they need to add in sound effects or images or whatever they need to do. And that right there grew, just the headphones. So I'm hoping the lapel mics will help a little bit better with the sound. Also, we have Rin, she's in this class, and she's gonna be our next editor. And we've already got December going, and she's already got ideas for December. And actually going to have Christmas music on this one. And it's kind of neat because over here in the library, I don't ever hear like the band. It's way over there. And I got a couple band kids and they are playing in here and they're gonna play some Christmas music. So our plan is to hopefully have like those lapel mics actually pick up some really good sound to where we can actually implement that. We were struggling with those other, you remember we had the puck looking mics?
Yeah.
They pick up everything. So we were struggling with just getting that sound. But I mean, they've come, like honestly, like I said, it wasn't me. It was all them. They're the ones that know how to do this. I don't. And when I look at the program, it is kind of Greek to me. It just, yeah. She goes, It's hard. I don't really know what any of it is. It's one of those things that they're learning. And Mason is our editor that did our first one. We had him paired up with a student that is no longer here. So Mason ended up doing our second one. He's teaching Rin right now. And I think we kind of feel okay, but I know there's gonna be parts where we're gonna be back to Mason and, hey, how do we do this kind of thing? So, are you guys ready? Do you wanna watch our first one?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I can get this going. The sound was not working for me earlier. Hold on, I gotta go. I want my YouTube right there. Oh, no, that's a lot faster. Okay, so this is gonna show our second one, so hopefully I can switch it. Back. This is our first one.
That's so cute. That's awesome.
Pause. Okay,
Cat.
there we
So
go.
great.
All right.
Welcome to the Cougar Cast Canyon Creek. This is the first Cougar Cast video of the school year, and it will certainly not be the last. Let's get into it.
The first thing we're going to be talking about is holidays. The holidays that we have for the month of October are Tuesday, October 1st, International Coffee Day. Tuesday, October 8th, Montana Crunch Day. Monday, October 14th, Columbus Day. And Thursday, October 31st, Halloween.
The holidays are cool, but we have some days off this month that I'm excited for. We have the 17th off, but yeah, our Fridays are all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we discussed the holidays off for this month. Let's talk about October PTA events.
First PTA event is Global Community Day, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the 8th.
Hat Day, October 9th.
October 17th and 18th are the PTA Halloween Carnival event.
And the Halloween parade is on the 31st.
Make sure
Make sure to bring $1 for Hat Day.
These are so awesome.
It's called the Hunters Road.
Which country celebrates Oktoberfest, a famous beer festival in October?
I don't know, Spain?
No. It's Germany, specifically in Munich, celebrates Oktoberfest.
Which famous musician was born on October 9th, 1940?
Who was it?
It was John Lennon, the co-founder and member of the Beatles.
What is the name of the famous TV show that premiered on October 11th, 1975?
I don't know, what is it?
It's Saturday Night Live, the long-running American sketch comedy show.
Now that we've learned a couple things that have happened in the past October, let's spell a couple spooky words.
I have one. What is a witch's favorite subject in school?
I have no idea.
It's spelling.
Which monster is the best dancer?
Which one?
The Boogeyman.
Those were funny. I think it's time to talk about some school news.
We have sports at the school. Yay! The cross country team has started and there is no late joining. But for people who are already in, we wish you guys a great season. Girls basketball has also started and we wish them a good season as they end in November. Boys basketball is going to start in November and I wish them a good season. We also want to wish some people happy birthday. Briar S,
Cheyenne Ed,
Macy G,
Sophie O,
Devin B,
Brady B,
Trent M,
Wyatt F,
Baby,
Bruce C,
and
Riley J.
you forgot my birthday was last Wednesday.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, this is funny because we're watching it and I'm like, who's Larry? Watch, the very end, we have a Larry. I don't know who's Larry. He spelled it wrong. I know, there's a lot of spelling errors.
And video.
And Larry.
And Larry.
That's what's called an Easter egg. Yeah. So if you notice, there was a couple things like, when he went into the sports, the laughter came in and it was a little late. And so that's where I said like those headphones are like helping us to get that cut in right where we need it. So Mason did this one. Mason loved this last little bit on this one. So our November one, we had an issue where we couldn't get it to render and it wouldn't render for us at all. I had to have Jace actually look at it. Jace got it to render. Jace fixed a few things on it. He didn't fix anything that the kids did. It was a back-end issue on DaVinci that we would have never been able to fix. So he fixed those for us. And he was able to get it so we got November here. I was thinking we were going to have to push November off another week and maybe not show you. So let me show you. November is pretty much the same outline. And then the kids too, they all get to pick a part. So there's 21 different parts and each kid gets to pick a different part of what they're doing. Hopefully I will get to rotate most of the kids through that editing process so they get to see that weird screen and play with it and work with it. So that's kind of where we're at. So you'll see different people on this one and you will see well, there is no end credits on this one because the end credits was the part that when it rendered, Jace fixed it and Mason wasn't quite done with it, so yeah. He was upset about that part.
Welcome to the Cougar Cast at Candy Creek. This is the second installment of the Cougar Cast for the current school year. We have many more exciting episodes planned. Our first topic of discussion today are the holidays. Tuesday, November 2nd, Pumpkin Destruction Day. Tuesday, November 5th, Election Day, today. Monday, November 11th, Veterans Day. And Thursday, November 28th, Thanksgiving. Holidays are always interesting, but I'm looking forward to our days off this month. We have Thanksgiving break on the 27th and 28th, and naturally Friday's off. With that covered, let's focus on some upcoming November PTA events. The 3rd through 17th is the Texas Roadhouse gift card fundraiser. The 14th is the Five Guys Community Night from 5 to 7 p.m. 20th is the School Pajama Day. Pay $1 to wear pajamas. And the 21st is Bingo and Chili at Canyon Creek School. Now let's engage in some trivia. Let's get started. First question, what was the busiest shopping day in November?
And then when they were watching it, they're like, this takes forever, Miss Fox. Sorry.
I don't know. It's Black Friday, the day where you can get all your goods and stuff at low prices. Next, here's Thanksgiving, first celebrated day.
This one had the kids playing though. I liked that.
That's good.
They actually, I think you'll see your kids will try to guess.
What year was it? 1621. Third question, what flower symbolizes November?
Andy had a hard time pronouncing this.
I think I would.
I don't know the poppy. No, the chrysanthemum. What holiday is celebrated on November 1st in Mexico? Yeah, I have no clue. Now that we've explored some historical facts about November, let's lighten the mood with a few spooky jokes. What is the most negative month of the year? I don't know. November. Here's another one. How many seconds are there in a year? I don't know, 5? 12 of them.
January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd, April 2nd, May 2nd, June 2nd, July 2nd, August 2nd, September 2nd, October 2nd, November 2nd, and December 2nd. Finally, when does December come before November? I absolutely in the dictionary. Those were quite funny. Now let's transition into some important school news. Here's the latest on our school sports activities. Boys basketball has started, and we wish you a great season. We hope you win all your games. Go Cougars, go! We only have 14 days until Thanksgiving break. Additionally, let's take a moment to wish happy birthday to several individuals. Daryl C., Riley G., Kylie N., Logan N., Riley P., Charlie F., Macy J., Braden C., Braden L., John N., Sophie O., Jerome S., Devin B., and Mr. A.
And this is the part that would play the credits, but that didn't
Those are so great. That's awesome.
So, yeah, I think the kids did great. Like I said, I can't take much credit for it. They did it all. And I think they're enjoying it. Are you guys having fun doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. So,
Looks like they're having fun.
yeah.
And learning along the way.
When do you think we'll start showing them at a certain time throughout the building?
I was gonna run that one by you. I was
Okay.
hoping to push them out Monday.
Okay.
I would love, we're two videos behind, so I'd love to just shove both of those out and then let them play. I don't know if you want at a certain time or if you'd like them to play them whenever is convenient for their classroom. It's either way for me. December, I'm hoping, we're working on December right now, so I'm hoping to have that out that first week.
Perfect.
We will see though if that happens. It's a slow process.
It is.
We've been getting it about 2 weeks if we don't run into a snafu, so.
Well done.
Yes, well done, you guys. That's really great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for leading the kids in that. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a fun project.
It looks like everyone's having fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, on to the administrative report.
Madam Chair, members of the board, mine is starting to sound like a broken record to some degree, but I did want to update you. The window project is done, except for the blinds. The blind guy's coming in and we'll measure and we'll have those ordered and we should be able to get that completed. I'm hoping even before Christmas holiday. So that's good. They look good. They're far more efficient. There were a couple snags in the project, but nonetheless, they do look good. They did a very nice job, pretty pleased with Bauer Construction. The freezer, it's in. We're waiting for electrical hookup. I think that's going to happen early next week, and that one will come to a close as well. If you're ever around, you should at least have Ms. Lowe's show you it. It's a nice freezer, and I think it's going to serve the school well. Sits out there. I worry about kids jumping on it and getting on the roof, but they can get on the roof other ways, so we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on that. Wanted to inform everybody there's a request by the union to maybe move back into negotiations and just discuss our pay protocol for planning time when we ask teachers to sub or they lose their planning time. We're just trying to piecemeal that together. We need to probably have a solid process for that with their input. That will go very well. Green light from the council, I think, will handle that, no problem. Danny can probably speak to this a little more, but there are really two components to the Teacher Act. We've applied for it, we were denied. We've sent some information out to Montana School Board Association to try to support movement in legislation to maybe lower the thresholds there, and maybe we will get to the point where we can get some compensation to help boost our teacher pay, which would be very good. So I've been pushing pretty hard on that. You have seen my email with regards to the legislature not necessarily in favor of 4-day weeks. I don't know where that's going. It does have traction, so I am a bit concerned about them making a rule that there has to be 180 days of school or whatever it is that would impact us. So we might have to rethink that. I wouldn't mind entertaining getting ahead of that and maybe inviting some legislators in for dinner one night with you guys, and maybe we can invite some staff members and sit down and just tell them the benefits that we see within our community and our school. There's great story and context around what's happening here with culture and with our community, so I think we might want to take a proactive stance politically with that. So it would really have to be an invite from the board, and then we could reach out to them and see if we can make that happen. But that might be something we could, and I'm open to other ideas. But beyond that, been very pleased with the school. We're running. We have a lot of behaviors still, but we're slowly getting a handle on it. And if you do happen to look in classrooms, there are good things happening. So very pleased with that.
Very good. Questions, anybody? I just was gonna question, we haven't heard any Title IX stuff. Where's that process at? Is that,
For the strategic plan or Title IX?
it's for the Title IX. I know for the application part, we had to have all that, all the meetings and everything. Where's that process at?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I'll have to follow up on that.
Okay.
I
I
know
know we
like,
haven't,
for our Title IX work, I know we have a building liaison, and I think we're in good order, but
Okay.
let me see where we're at.
okay, sounds good. Anything else? All right, Miss Haley, I think you're up.
Okay, we are almost at the end of the trimester. Next Thursday is the last day for trimester 1. Since we switched over to Infinite Campus, the report cards are a whole new ballgame. So I am trying to study and learn about all of it, and hosting a training for the teachers on Monday to just kind of give them a visual of how to access everything and what it'll look like when it's finished. I did print some report cards that are from our students that can show them kind of what it's going to look like. They are interested in that because it's very different. So hopefully by the 25th or 6th, we're sending them out and they're good to go. I know that you guys had wanted these math results, so you all have a big pile of them. They're not fully completed. We have one more week of makeups next week, and then I don't get all the reports until the following Thursday, so it's always a week behind. But you'll see that they are broken into grade levels. So this blue section will have the teacher, the subject, and like what they're testing. And then the summary results will break down how our students scored. I did cover the names, but you'll be able to see the different bands that our students are scoring in. Band 1 is obviously the lowest, 2 is the middle, and green is the highest. So it goes in order of ELA and then math for all of 1 grade. And there's 3rd grade through 8th grade in there. It's a lot of information, so you're not gonna have questions, I'm sure, but if you do have questions later, I'd be more than willing to talk with you, or I know Kelly would as well, and kind of share. This is the first time we've done this. This is the first time it's been like this. It's definitely different, but it's been way easier and way less stress on the kids, which is nice. Okay, behavior. It's another huge pile you got over there. I brought those reports again that you guys liked where it talks about the different events that we're having. This is K5 and 6-8 and only the month of October. Yeah. So K5, we had 32 behavior reports that were completed, and 6-8, we had 47, so a total of 79 for the month. We did have 19 school days, so that would be about 4 a day. I'm not sure we always had 4 a day, but there were days where we had like 10, so it equaled out. A lot of the same things we talked about before. Disrespect and insubordination is probably our highest every time, to teachers, to other staff, to other kids, everywhere. We have had some concerns with vapes and all of that, and have kind of just been on the hunt and keeping our eyes out and watching camera footage a lot. So we're trying our best to stay on top of it. These kids definitely are getting sneakier, and they know way more than I thought they did or should know. So it's definitely a battle, but we are getting through it.
Ooh, okay.
And I will try to get behavior to you before the next one, and masked, that way you can ask questions next time. Which is hard at this point because they're still testing.
Sounds good. Any questions, guys? Paddles back in, hanging in the principal wall. It was scary. Dang it, I wish they come up a level. Yes.
It's tough.
Yeah.
All right, on to new business. Can I get a motion for the hiring of Jacqueline Scammon, is that how you say that? Scammon, for a paraprofessional for the 24-25 school year.
So move.
Second.
Any scoop on her? We need her?
Yeah, we're actually very excited to bring her on. She comes from Lockwood, and she did start a after-school detention and during the school detention monitoring program for them. So she has some discipline wrapped around, but she's excited to come over here and work in our school. And she wants to sub, she wants a little more variety, and she'll definitely get it here. She's from Canada, brings some unique experience, so we're excited to have her. I think she'll fit right in and definitely support our classrooms.
Great.
Please know, and I think we talked about this, that we're really going to break up her time a little bit, so she's going to be spending some time in the intermediate wing, breaking up some of these larger classes, so we can have a little more laser-like instruction, and it just won't be sped para duties. We're hopefully going to have her here half day and move her around a little bit. So, and we have more manpower, and our kindergarten teachers are here, and we're hoping that they'll have some consistency with the para support there, the same person all the time, and that's going to allow us to do that. Just give us a little more flexibility in certain kids. So thank you for supporting that.
Very good. Any other questions? All right, all those in favor of hiring Jacqueline for the 24-25 school year, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Can I get a motion to hire Josh Schwartz for the 5th, 6th basketball coach for the 24-25 year?
I so move.
I'll second.
And he's already doing a phenomenal job, so he's hired.
He is a wrestling coach, you know, by trade, so got his first win the other night.
Yeah,
It's pretty
he-
good.
Is he a parent or how did, I know you guys were really looking for somebody. So.
He is a parent.
He is a parent.
Parent, okay. Cool.
You
Plus
know,
the
Ms. Schwartz and the
husband
main
of the
office.
Oh, gotcha. I was like trying
Trying to figure out, I know that
name.
name.
And threw him right in. He's coaching his own son, and you know, that's
Perfect.
some of the hardest things you do as a
Usually,
coach.
yeah.
So, but he's doing a wonderful job.
Got it.
They're having a
Great.
great time. All right, all those in favor of hiring Josh Schwartz for the 5-6 basketball coach for the 24-25 school year, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Can I get a motion for out-of-district students?
I'll make a motion to, oh, I
Oh,
gotta find it.
let's
I
go
gotta
to,
find the
let's
list.
make a motion for student A and
Yeah,
then
there's
student
only
B.
Okay, make a motion to approve student A as an out-of-district student.
I'll second.
Okay, all those, do we have any, we're good? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed? All right, can I get a motion for student B?
I'll make a motion to approve student B as an out-of-district student.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. All right, that was the end of new business. We will move on to policies. When we were setting the agenda, since it was kind of short, we thought we'd start throwing some of the policies in there. Not the ones that we've had to do because of changes in legalities and those that are we have to do, but these are just our regular, they haven't been done for 2 years. Look at them and keep them up to date, so.
Madam Chair, if I could interject as well. I don't know what this fine board has done in the past. What I'm used to is having a 3-read rotation with the idea that on first read, there's kind of an introduction of them to you. We present them to you. It gives you some time to look over them. On second reading, if there are any concerns, that's when you would interject them and you would give me direction on change. And then we would make those changes, and on third, you would read and approve. So my hope is next time we'll move these to second reading, and I'll introduce 4 or 5 more on first reading. And so we'll get to the point where we're dropping 5 off, adding 5 and moving them down, and moving through them fairly quickly. That's what I'm used to.
Sounds perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right, so the first policy is 3100. Can I get a motion for the first reading of the early enrollment exceptional circumstances policy?
I so move.
I'll second.
Okay, did anyone have any questions right off the bat with this one? Anything like that? All right, and I don't believe you have any changes to interject?
Low-hanging fruit on all of these. These
Okay.
are outside of the school board association's perusal of them. Yeah, so I've read through them. I think we're in good order. Again, if you take the next kind of 4 weeks or whatever and look at them, I would welcome any kind of concern, and I can track it down for you.
Okay. All those in favor of the first reading for policy 3100? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Can I get a motion for the first reading of policy 3120 compulsory attendance?
I so move.
I'll second.
Okay, and I'll just go through these if you guys have any. All those opposed? All right, can I get a motion for policy 3110 NF1, which is interest, placement, and transfer and educational authorization?
I so move.
I'll second.
What a mouthful. All right, if there's no questions, all those in favor?
Real quick, what's NF mean? Notice
It's-
form. Oh, notice forms.
It's,
So they say it and then they put it in.
Right.
Okay,
I don't know, I gotta get,
Okay.
hold on, I gotta get this one up.
that's it.
I looked at them all and I'm like, which one's which now? Here it is. I don't have it.
3110 NF1.
Okay, it's 33.
it is, sorry.
I know. All right. I think this was just it's just because it's a form and it's not a,
I know, I just, on
I don't
the
know what
agenda, I
NF
was like, well, what's NF? But
I
then
know,
I
but
read,
that's
then I
what it
looked,
says
I'm like,
it.
oh yeah, it's notice form, got it.
yeah, it's just a form.
Okay.
All right, all those in favor of 3110 and F1, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, can I get a motion for policy 3122, the attendance policy?
I so moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor of first reading of policy 3122, say aye.
Aye.
All right, all those opposed? Can I get a motion for policy 3123, attendance policy procedure?
I so moved.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor of first reading for policy 3123, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Aye. All those opposed? All right. That's done. All right. Can I get a motion for the consent agenda?
I don't repeat it if you say it all, I don't repeat it. I so move.
All right. Did anybody see anything?
No.
All right. All those in favor of the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right. No public comment? Do you have anything to say out there?
No.
Okay. All right. Items for next agenda. It's quick and painless.
We have the regular things, policies, if we do any committee updates, a board training update, any approval of out of districts. I'm hoping to give you guys an ESSER update because it should be officially done by our next meeting.
Full circle.
Yes, because it would have been done by this meeting, but they are backed up at OPI with E-grants doing all of the final cash requests and amendments. So they pushed it back to December 10th. So I'm hoping to give you an ESSER update on that. Possible if we need more information on the legislative for the 40 weeks. I don't know if you still want that on there. Or if you want more information on the Teach Act. I don't know if we'll have any more
Yes.
information on that at this time. If we have an update for the next strategic plan session, Title IX follow-up that you mentioned, and then for the recognitions doing girls basketball and cross country. There was nothing on there for the December packet. It was just handing out these, but I decided, like I said in my email, to put those out
Okay.
earlier. So, do you have anything
I might try for an academic celebration too, but let me.
for the student recognitions portion? Okay.
When's our strategic plan session?
Yeah,
It
she
has
hasn't
not
gotten
been
back
decided
to us.
yet.
She
What
hasn't,
has it?
I'll push on her.
Okay.
Emily,
Oh.
yeah.
And the next board meeting is December 12th. Sorry, I did not mention.
Is that in line with normal or we?
That's the normal day.
Okay.
Sorry, I just usually say when it is.
Yep.
Yeah, she hasn't reached back out, so.
Cause some of the dates were
Wonky.
coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and like I said to Kelly, I'm wondering if Zoom might work better for her just because of all the stuff she's
That's
got going
fine.
with like the legislative stuff.
I'm gonna push on
I
her
know.
to see if she'll come though.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
she
we
had
did.
mentioned coordinating with another school,
School.
so I thought she had another,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
know.
yeah,
she
Prefer-
did.
I like in person.
I do too.
And the roads are gonna get worse the later we go, and basketball starts in high school, and I won't
I
go.
know.
We'll work around it.
Yeah.
Come in
so
on
she's-
Sunday.
There you go. 6
Sure.
o'clock in the morning, Amy.
I'll be here instead of doing laundry.
Anything else? Anything you guys can think of?
Anything that you want an update on? Kind of quiet right now.
Oh, you did not
I
say
did.
the Q word.
Did.
No,
I
I don't think.
didn't think of anything.
I mean,
December's usually
if something
kinda
comes up, we'll
How
add it on.
did that, I mean, just, I was just thinking about the flag football wrapped up, did that go okay on the
Outstanding.
field?
Yep. And Earl was very pleased how they left the field.
Okay.
They took care of it, they picked up trash. They parked their trailer over here for a while and they were very respectful.
Did they bring in the porta potties?
Yeah,
Okay. I just happened to see those on there, well, that's a good idea.
yeah, and I don't know if you remember, but some of those nights it was very packed.
Well, I did, I remember driving by going, okay, there must be flag football tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And they were, the community was happy. If we do it next year, I'll work with the residents over
Yeah.
here. We might coach them or put up some pylons of our own so they don't park over
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
And just work with them. But
Yeah.
the former super or board member was pleased and he enjoyed seeing the people out there and the kids and he said they were very good.
Good,
So it was used well.
good,
Yeah.
okay. We did have a dry fall, that helps,
Yeah,
probably, with
Yeah.
the field.
yeah.
One that everyone said, this is a gem, you know, not a lot of people know of that field out there.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't been used for
Yeah,
a long time,
yeah,
so.
so it's kind of neat. We hear that about the gym too, you know, we have a couple groups using it, and they're just like, wow, this is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do we hit them up for sponsorships?
I know, right?
Start charging them.
There you go. All right. Anything else anyone can think of? All right, then can I get a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, this was the quickest board meeting we have ever had.
They should
Said
do
it was
that.
last till 8 o'clock.
This was great.
This is how they should be.
Yeah, I like this. This is awesome.
It's good stuff.
Perfect. You,
Oh, you must
I'll
have
come
accidentally
help.
given me that. I was like, what is this? What did I give you?
Oh, I did.
With what?
I'm gonna go check out the game.
Oh.
Here's the first one.
thank you.
What was the final of
It was like 20 for 79 or something. It wasn't, we couldn't get it. I mean, they were shooting a lot, but just
It
couldn't
was
get
like
anything to go.
27 to 9.
Yeah, I couldn't get anything to go in. But they were trying to stay up with
But
them
if they're
and
shooting it a lot, that
they were
they're
shooting a
trying.
lot. They were really trying and trying to get it.
At least they got shots on rim.
Yeah, they
You know,
did,
that's-
and they were, you know, just, they had a couple of faster kids. So that's always, you get a breakaway and they're down the court.
And you
before
can tell
even
they
notice.
played a little bit.
Yeah.
Just when I saw the first little bit.
Yeah, so.
We'll get
but
there.
Otherwise, I think they're having fun, and one of the little boys, who's 26, on there, well, he made a basket, and he was so excited. I don't think he must have never,
First
his
one.
first one, and
I think it was Brady.
he was so
Oh, yeah, it's Brady.
excited. Oh my gosh, it was so cute.
Oh, wow. I'll have to say
It
something.
was so cute.
It's good stuff.
So they're getting there.
It's just good to have it, and it's good for those.
It's fun. I think they're having a good time, and I think, you know, just learning, just learning the
Gear.
Because none of them have ever
It's been in my
played.
car.
I mean, a couple
I
of
forgot
them
to bring it
are
in.
6, you don't play basketball, like, just
I
never,
brought it back to the house.
like, know nothing about basketball.
I do that all the time. I'm like, it's staying in the car. Does not come back in.
They don't know how to stand on the court or anything.
Well, and
Wow.
I have to, I
Did we
love
stop
to
that?
go sneak back. I didn't have time because I had to come over here, but
I just thought about that.
just touch base with the refs. They were really